The Heart of Cleveland, a story of kindness, honesty, and respect. In the busy city of Cleveland, Ohio, lived a girl named Ella. Ella was kind, thoughtful, and always willing to lend a hand to those in need. Her parents had taught her the importance of kindness, honesty, and respect, and she tried to live by these values every day. But sometimes, life gave her unexpected challenges. One chilly autumn morning, Ella was walking to school when she noticed a boy sitting alone on a bench near the park. His name was Leo, and he was new to their school. Leo looked sad and cold, his jacket thin and worn. Ella had seen him a few times in class, but he was always quiet and kept to himself. Something inside Ella told her to go over and say hello. She hesitated for a moment, unsure if Leo wanted company, but then she remembered what her parents always said. Kindness costs nothing but means everything. Ella approached the bench with a warm smile.
Hi, Leo.
Are you okay? She asked gently. Leo looked up, surprised that someone had noticed him. I'm fine, he mumbled, but his eyes told a different story. Ella sat down beside him. It's pretty cold today. Do you want to borrow my scarf? Leo blinked, surprised by her offer. Why would you do that? He asked. Because you look cold, Ella said simply. And sometimes it's nice to know someone cares. Leo hesitated, but then nodded. Thanks, he whispered, taking the scarf and wrapping it around his neck. It wasn't much, but the small act of kindness made him feel a little warmer, inside and out. At school, the day moved along as usual. In math class, the teacher announced they would have a big test next week. Everyone groaned, except Ella, who was good at math and loved a challenge. But when she glanced over at Leo, she noticed he looked even more worried than before. During lunch, Ella spotted Leo sitting alone again, this time in the cafeteria. She walked over and sat down next to him, her lunch tray balanced in her hands. Hey, Leo, she said. Do you want to study together for the math test? It's okay if you're feeling nervous about it. I can help. Leo's eyes flickered with surprise and a hint of relief. You do that? Of course. Everyone needs a little help sometimes, Ella said, smiling brightly. We can meet at the library after school if you want. Leo nodded, a small smile forming on his face. Thanks, Ella. That means a lot. After school, as they sat in the library going over math problems, Ella noticed something strange.
Leo was good at math.
Really good. But he wasn't doing well in class. Confused, Ella asked him, Leo, you understand all this stuff. Why do you struggle during class? Leo sighed and looked down at his notebook. I guess I haven't been honest, he admitted. I'm too shy to speak up in class, and I'm scared of failing. So, sometimes I pretend I don't know things or don't try at all. Ella looked at him thoughtfully. I understand how you feel. But you're really smart, Leo. You don't need to hide that. If you're honest about what you can do, and if you try your best, things will get better. I think the teacher would really want to see what you're capable of. Leo nodded slowly, taking in her words. You're right. I'll try harder. Thanks for being honest with me. As the days passed, Ella and Leo became friends. They studied together often, and Leo started speaking up more in class. He was still shy, but with Ella's encouragement, he began to believe in himself. One afternoon, as they were leaving school, they saw a group of kids playing soccer on the field. Ella loved soccer, but when she saw what was happening, she frowned. One of the boys, named Jake, was picking on another kid who was smaller and not as good at soccer. He kept taking the ball from him and making fun of him in front of everyone. Ella felt a knot in her stomach. She knew she couldn't stand by and watch someone be treated unfairly. Hey, Jake, she called out, walking over to the field with Leo by her side. That's not cool. Everyone should get a chance to play, no matter how good they are. Jake looked at her, surprised that she had spoken up. What's it to you, Ella? We're just having fun. It's not fun if you're making someone feel bad, Ella said firmly, standing her ground. How would you feel if someone treated you that way? Jake shrugged, but seemed to realize what he was doing. I guess I didn't think about that, he mumbled. Ella softened her tone. We all want to have fun, right? Let's make sure everyone gets a turn. It's about respect. Jake looked at the smaller kid, who was standing off to the side with a nervous expression. Yeah, okay. Jake said, tossing the ball to him. Your turn. The boy's face lit up, and he ran onto the field, excited to play. Ella smiled and turned to Leo. Sometimes we just need to remind people to be kind and respect each other. Leo nodded. I'm glad you spoke up. You're right, it's about doing what's fair. Later that evening, Ella walked home with a light heart, knowing she had done the right thing. She had shown kindness to Leo when he needed it most, had encouraged him to be honest, and had stood up for respect when she saw someone being treated unfairly. Her parents always said that Cleveland was a big city, but small acts of kindness, honesty, and respect could make it feel like a close-knit community. And now, Ella knew that to be true. As she lay in bed that night, thinking about the day, Ella smiled. She knew that she had made a difference, not just for Leo but for the kids on the soccer field, too. And as long as she kept living by the values her parents had taught her, she knew she could help make her city and the world a kinder, more honest, and more respectful place.